this time, you're right this time. Oh no, now the truth comes out and I know that you want me about it. Charl, you were only ever in for yourself, yeah, in for yourself. Oh great, fantastic, you must turn it on. Why like you plastic, but that is so wrong. Over your antics, you struck me wrong. I hope that you're happy now. Yeah, you like this time, you like this time, take a look around. If you did last night, if you did last night, every time, yeah.
Hello, yellow piesangs. not sure if anyone is joining. I just decided, well, it's Sunday. I'm going to mix up a Mr. Nana for Charl though. So I thought might as well just go live, and while I'm mixing, talking a lot of nonsense, maybe there's somebody out there that's also bored like me though, that needs to hear something or needs somebody to chat to. So yeah, that's why I am here. So in any case, as I said, the juice which I am going to mix is a recipe which I have made available for my members though. But yeah, there is something which I just want to talk about, which I actually saw, which was a bit disturbing. In any case, I'll read you the post as so you can deduce from yourselves. And I actually wanted your opinions on this, but yeah. There was a guy that posted early in the morning on eSig SA forums. The guy says, I have 4 sets of mods, RTAs running at all times. Sometimes a set will stand for a week or 2, filled. Other times it gets cycled daily. Other times it may be used exclusively for a week. I go through at least 100 ml of juice, blah, blah, blah. There is not a single drop of juice or condensation of any of my devices. So far, so good. So far, so good. Ever, he says, ever. When I fill them, I do not need to wipe off. They don't flood and give dry hits. Sounds good so far, eh? Sounds good so far. Then he starts. Isn't that how vaping is supposed to be? I read some forums, etc., and most people seem to be resigned to juice everywhere. Why? Now it comes. And that's where I have got an issue. He says, according to him, bottom airflow devices leak. Every once in a while, someone will pop up and say his, hers don't. Every once in a while. I do it every review, every week. But in any case, the exception proves the rule by being the exception. And it may be a window in time. What about next month? The belief that bottom airflow gives better flavor is outdated. Yeah, there are many top airflow tanks that give just as good flavor. If one doesn't have to convince oneself that the reason you live with tissues in your pocket is because you're a connoisseur. I honestly don't get why vapors still put up with inferior products just to justify the hype. Vaping should be a pleasure, not a bloody mess. That's what I agree with. Absolutely. And then I responded. At a later stage, I just said the plain and simple. And you all know that, actually watch this channel, know this. I said I mostly use bottom airflow tanks with 0 leaks, and they stand for weeks. There I filled up this guy, which is bottom airflow. This is the trilogy. Nothing. Nothing. No, nothing. And you can say that I might wipe this off. You might say so. But you also see me using it during my lives. And I don't wipe it off, do I? There's nothing wrong with it. Those tanks which I've got in there, those RDAs and those RTAs, whether they're direct lung, whether they're mouth to lung, probably 95% of them are bottom airflow. And the reason why they're bottom airflow is because I prefer the flavor of the bottom airflow. It's nothing to do with hype. Because I go through a lot of tanks. I think the only airflow, top airflows which I have are a few MTLs, but the rest are all bottom airflow. Another top airflow might be the arbiter. The arbiter is there, but let's face it, the fatality is there. The fatality is bottom airflow. All my Torrents are bottom airflow. My Charl X's are bottom airflow. My Reload RDAs are bottom airflow, which I prefer. Tokugawa side and bottom airflow, which I prefer. And I don't have leaking issues on those things. Absolutely not. And I don't claim to be a connoisseur as well. And I don't chase the hype train as what is mentioned. But I mostly use bottom airflow tanks with 0 leaks, and they stand for weeks. Trilogy, Torrent, Aries, Trolex, but to name a few RTAs. I mean, geez, like it. You can go into that cupboard. There's the fatality as well. There's all the steam craves, aromamizers. And I said it's far from rubbish, but most likely user error. You must have tried a lot from a different truck. Because he said tried a truck full of bottom airflow tanks last 2 years, rubbish. Every single one of them. And then he decides to respond to my post by saying, I suppose the weeping is also user error, not crapping design. I have no beef with you, but you see you roll off those names like they should mean something outside the marketing hype. If they all follow the same critical design flaw, they are all crap. Elitism leaves me cold, I'm afraid. If you guys can make any sense of what this bloke actually says, please inform me. Because I mean, I am a bottom airflow guy. I really like the bottom airflows. I prefer the flavor from the bottom airflows. Every tank which I have received, except as I said, the Arbiter I think is top airflow. Let me just double check before the guy gets excited on this. I've got a few top airflow. The RDA for vaping I've got, which is top airflow. But I just click on check. Asgard top airflow. Side airflow for the Goon. But yeah, all the rest. And there's an MTL as well, which is top airflow, but now even the Aries, I've got no idea. So yeah, you can let me know what is your opinion on this whole business. But I mean, the way in which this guy phrased it, responded to what I said, I mean, is I don't know if I'm interpreting it the wrong way, but I think it's a bit snippy. Anywho, but let's quickly start mixing while you guys decide what is your opinion on top or bottom airflow. I mean, I'm definitely not saying that bottom airflow is the alpha and the omega, make no mistake. But that's what I prefer. That's what I prefer. And yeah, I've had tanks which I wicked with a specific cotton and then it leaked. And then I swapped out the type of cotton and then it did not leak. I had tanks which I forgot to actually close the juice airflow control. And yes, then when I put the top cap on, the pressure built up and juice came out the bottom. But as I said, that is user error. That's what I define as user error. If your wicking is not on point and if you do not use the atomizer the way it should. Now, bear in mind, I do know that there's faults with O-rings. There might be faults with the full grommets at the top over there, those filaments, especially on the Charl X. I know there was a problem with the Charl X's, is the filaments were made a bit thin though, and as soon as you get a tear at the top over there, then it could be that you start getting leaking. Fortunately, mine is not the case. Mine is correct, so I do not have leaking on my Charl X. But anyway, guys, let's quickly start mixing up this juice. As I said, I'll go through your chats now. And then I also actually just purchased a few fossils for my class, biology class, from a guy, probably about a half an hour ago. And I will show you those fossils. So the first thing I'm going to add here is a bit of TFA banana ripe. All this for almost a Charl. So I can send up this juice with his taurine, and I'm sort of going to throw, because he said he wanted the custard, I'm just going to add this custard from Vapor Mountain as well. But yeah, 2.3 moles of this goodness is going to be there. But yeah, I was so angry. I'm not angry, but I mean, it's so unnecessary, the way in which this guy responded. But all to his own, I assume. All to his own. But to say that bottom airflow RTAs are rubbish. And there are new people that join the forum which actually read things like that. And if nobody responds to it, though, then that's what they believe. That's the norm. Okay, let's quickly cup a bit of vanilla pudding over here. Very good flavoring, this vanilla pudding, by the way. from Flavora. I think it's Flavora, and Flav. You can see it's a lot of it going in there. And that's what makes Mr. Nana. Okay, 5.75 mils of this goodness. The previous one was banana cream, in case you're wondering, 0.92. I'm going to cup a bit of milk chockies in here as well, bit of Inowera. Probably one of the few milk or chocolates which I rate in any case. That's 3.45. The other one's a chocolate mousse. I think it's from Vape Train, the chocolate mousse. But yeah, chocolate's very hard to create, and that's why I rather went for this chocolate vanilla custard pudding, which Charl seems to dig. He loves it. He loves it. I use it in MTL because I think it messes up the cotton too quickly. And then a bit of vanilla pudding base. That Inowera chocolate was 3.45, by the way. I'm mixing 115 mils, so I can top up his 100 ml bottle. But yeah, pudding base 2.3. The pudding base is from Vape Train. Vape Train's pudding base 2.3. You get there, you get yourself some. What does old Batman always say? Get you some. So yeah, okay, then a bit of vanilla ice cream, which I enjoy. I know that the connection sucks a bit though, but after our power failure we had, the connection's not that lekker. So just bear with me, I've got no idea how to fix that. I assume it is Vumatel, our fiber provider. It's their problem. So they need to sort out something on their side. Okay, let's quickly get super sweet, 0.92. And then I'll add some nicotine, the VG and the PG. And then we can get to what you guys' opinions are on this bloke's post. And maybe you should go and jump in there and tell the guy, listen, you've also got a bottom airflow, or you like top airflow, but if you've got bottom airflow, go and defend the bottom airflow RTAs, because there's nothing wrong with them. They're good. Charl, I'm mixing it at 3 milligram nicotine. 3 milligram good quality nicotine, as per usual. But a VG 65.17. Ooh, look at all those goodies. You're making me very poor by sending you stuff the whole time. I keep on stealing money from my wife's handbag just to pay for the postnet to you. Luckily she's so busy building. We changed a few things in the house, knocked down a few walls, and yeah, that's that. Okay, there you go. Yo, this thing is nice. Kom af met jou sielsieke. Okay, let's put this on the mixer, and this guy can stir away. You can stir away while we're chatting away. Let's see what you guys think. Yeah, top and bottom airflow, man, I don't know what the issue is, why this guy is so personal, but to say that these things are absolute rubbish and that the people just use them because of hype, because that's how I interpret this Oak's post. It's absolutely ridiculous, man. I mean, there's this Oak, which I permanently use bottom airflow, and I have 4 of these Torrent Beasts, 4 of them. Fantastic. Never had a problem. Good afternoon, everyone. Zahir is in the house. Sunday spoils. Zach Damon, there you go. Conqueror says coils. Adrian van Niekerk, hey, julle. Not sure, Conqueror, what you mean by coils. I always use the same coils if you're referring, well, if that's what your question is. And that's the blue white collar aliens at 3mm diameter, which I normally use in my RTAs. But yeah, I think it's 328 gauge nichromes with alien with 38 gauge. Dag sê AKS is hier, ek is hier, Charl, daar's 'n Charl. Charl is in the house. Charl se pa's ook hierso. Hello van Niekerks. How's it, folks? Steve's here. Tenus Mulder is here. Hi, all in the house. Marashen van Niekerk. Ja, ons almal is hier vandag. Are you guys all bored on this Sunday? Nothing to do though. You guys all put in a lamb's boat with a mint sauce for later on, but now the lamb's boat must go in. That guy is tarty, man. He can't tweak. Now the guy's actually, that's what bothered me. He's not new to the forums. He's been part of the ESEG forums for way longer than what I actually have. So I think he's an old hand. It's just weird that he says that. Yeah. Timothy Victor is here. Jason Engelbrecht is here. How's the weather? No, the weather's good. Tell him he can't reweek. I use bottom airflow tanks already. Week did 0 leaks. It's true, Zahir. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the problem is with this. But yeah, as I said, go to eSigSA and just type in that you also enjoy bottom airflows. You've been using this thing for 3 months or 6 months or whatever. It's not a hype reason why you're using it. There's nothing. How do you hype something which is not available anymore in any case to be purchased? So definitely not a hype. And the same with the Trilogy. I doubt the Trilogy is available anymore. I'm not sure if the Fatality is available. So I'm not hyping any of these things up, man. So yeah, not that these guys have paid me anything to say this. I enjoy the Tauren Beast. Jason, I'm getting a Charl X tomorrow. You're going to like the Charl X. As I said, just make sure that your seals are everything in place. As I said, somebody had a problem with that top, that full grommet, which I've actually got on the top over there, where it had a little tear, and then it's going to mess up the pressure on the inside of the tank. I've never had a top airflow, so I can't say. Once I've nailed the coil height and the cotton volume, I'm happy with all my side and bottom airflow. Home comfort, that sums it up. That's absolutely what it's all about. Come to think of it, all I own are bottom airflow Atties, says Jason. Is Asgard technically top or side? No problems with that either. Yeah, no, it's fairly high. Asgard, I would it would probably be between these two. I mean, it's not right at the top, but it's not on the side as well. It's fairly to the top. Mr. Nana is nom dankie oom. Ja, nou jy beter enjoy it though. Stuur wat ek kan gebruik nie. Charles here says dessert juices for the win. Yeah, this Mr. Nana, you must honestly try Mr. Nana. As I said, it is posted, the recipe is posted over there. But yeah, just quickly to show you the fossils which I actually got, which I think looks cool. It's nice fossils. Check that okay. Okay, let's just switch off this light. This front light messes up whatever I want to show you. But check out that little fishy. That's a fossil I got for my class. And then when I was a student, when I studied zoology, I worked in the paleontology department as well, just for some extra cash. Went on a couple of Karoo trips, cleaning up dicynodonts and what's it, Dinocephali. Ek ken nie die Engelse woord nie. Dit is Dicynodontias, which is dicynodonts, and Dinocephalias. But those things we picked up though, and we also went to Ceres in the mountains in Ceres to go and get trilobites. So this guy luckily had a trilobite which I could also purchase. I initially thought that the eyes were broken off, but I actually see that the eyes are compressed, so he's actually got his eyes still in place. So that's lekker. And then I got a fossilized pansy, a pansy shell. Because I've got a real one inside the class, this pansy shell would be great. It would be great just to show the kids how long these things have been around for. Not 6,000 years like the creationists believe, but that the earth is fairly old. The earth is fairly old. That I can tell you. So in any case, there's Mahmoud Melik, Carl van die Kerk, wie kyk pods, want wie vape pods. I occasionally vape pods. I mean, I've got these two which the one is on charge now, it's already done charging. These two are the two which I basically use. And this is the Nevox Phelan, which I can absolutely recommend to everyone. Bottom airflow. The airflow is at the bottom over there. And yeah, I've got zero leaking issues on this. But this is good stuff. And then the Miso Horny. Another interesting thing which I'm testing over here is with side airflow, it is the alcoholic. This is the Holic MTL RDA from Vapefly, which I purchased for myself, and the oak came to drop it off. I actually like the box, the design on the box. That's cool. But I just thought, I've never tested a MTL RDA. So I thought, well, it was cheap enough though. I think the guy wanted $150 for it. But yeah. Nothing wrong with this flavor. Nothing wrong. So yeah, that's basically that. That's what I basically wanted to talk about though. I said I still got this little red guy going. I actually cleaned out the BTFC and the Duff bar, I put that back, and I also cleaned out something else. I can't even remember what the other thing was, which I cleaned out. But still got this guy running the Odin DNA and with the Aries V2. Nico got himself, but we'll probably chat about that. He'll probably send me a few photos. He got himself exactly the same Aries V2, which he ordered from, I think he told me, something Express, Alibaba Express, something like it. But he can say. And he received it. He received it, it didn't snail mail, but it didn't take that long. Ginger Vapor has refunded me. The money hasn't shown in my bank account yet, but he has refunded me apparently. So we'll see what's going on that side as well. So kom ons kyk net so 'n bietjie before I actually end off, because as I said, the whole idea is not to bother you guys on your Sundays with your loved ones and your family. Your kids probably want you to take them to the parkie to go and play with them on the swings. But yeah, okay, sorry, my dad's not good in English. I don't know, but you can type Afrikaans, man. Doesn't need to be English. That's fine. Carl, as jy sukkel in Engels, kap hom Afrikaans. Ons het nie probleem hier nie. Chris Beesbaard, he's in the house over there. Mahmoud Malek, he joined us. Hey, Kaiser and all. And I'm vaping on 15 milligram mango flavor. Holy crap sack. I enjoyed mango a lot, but because there were so many mangoes that hit the market, after everyone found out that the double mango is the flavoring, and everyone started using that Malaysian double mango inside their juices. I've still got 2 recipes where I use that in, but yeah, I don't make it for myself. I can't vape mango anymore. It's like tequila. I mean, we had a bottle of tequila after our first genetics test at Stellenbosch when we were students. When we passed the test, we were so happy because we never thought we were going to pass that test, not with a social life, which we actually enjoyed. So we decided to go and get ourselves a bottle of white Omega tequila, or the silver Omega tequila, and some lemons, and we got some salt in the res where we stayed, and we finished that bottle within a half hour. Between 3 of us, we finished that bottle. But tequila is one of those kind of drinks. If you drink it fast enough, it doesn't do anything to you. But it's as if all that tequila volume just waits and waits and waits just before the liver. Just waits there. And then all of a sudden gushes right through your liver, surpasses your liver without being detoxed, and immediately all of it goes up to your brain. It's almost instant paralysis, which we experienced with that tequila. And since then, no tequila anymore. No tequila. But that's the whole problem of actually taking in too much of something. You got to pace yourself with something which is decent. Having an archaeology lesson, no, it's just I thought I'd show some fossils which I just purchased for my class. But yeah, and enjoy, and it's paleontology, by the way, not archaeology for the fossils. But I'm trying to collect some decent fossils for the class. I've got a few there. Another thing which is interesting regarding these fossils, if you order fossils from overseas, the only fossil which they're actually allowed to bring in is teeth, shark teeth, because the substance is too hard for microbes, possible infiltrators, foreign species to enter South African or any country's borders. So they actually allow shark teeth to be ordered in. But otherwise, no other materials are supposed to be allowed in. So yeah, I was lucky. I ordered an ammonite from Australia, and it actually came to South Africa. So yes, there's Mobin Siraj. Mobin Siraj joined us to do a quick classifieds over here. He wants to know if anyone is selling a M25 second hand. I might be auctioning my Fatality M25 sooner. Not the Fatality, is it Fatality? But my M25. I've got a stainless steel one. This oukie. There you go. On this mod. So yeah, this setup I'll also probably be auctioning off sooner, because I mean I don't actually use it. Don't use the setup at all. So it's a pity. As I said, I just have too much of the stuff there. So yeah. So just watch the space. You might get lucky. You never know. You never know. Henry says, how's it Kaiser in chat? Quickie, nice. Hello everyone. Hello Anton Visser. Charl is over here, still all stormtroopers. Hey, Steve Zeta is still on, he's a Darth Vader over there. Not all creationists believe the earth is new. I'm an old creator, that's true. No, that's absolutely true. I'm talking about that Kent Hovind following. Those numbnuts. It has over and over been proven to him in a debate that the earth is millions of years old. And still the guy sticks to the ages he has derived from the Bible. So yeah, no matter what religion you are, one thing I can tell, well, two things I can tell you, that the earth is not flat, it's round, and that the earth is old. It's not new. Okay, so it's old. It's a couple of million years old. It's actually a couple of billion years old, but definitely not young, for sure. So in any case, but that's more of another discussion if we get enough of those people interested in that kind of discussions. I kind of like that topic. I enjoy chatting to people about that. So in any case, mense, dit is wat dit aan betref. Here is Martinus. Martinus, jy moet mos gaan slaap. Dis al 3:30 al. You must go and catch your doodoo. Henry Landsberg is over here. Now you guys are, you're chatting more than what you normally chat on a Thursday evening. Wie hou van quickies? Wie hou nie van quickies nie? Jammer man, ek is nog daai era van grensdae. Ja, Carl, ek was myself daar. So I was one of the last 2-year intakes in South Africa. After that, after our intake, it stopped. It was the 88, 89, which was the last 2 years. After that, it became a year. But I'm glad I actually went for 2 years though. I think it was a good experience, which we built up. It's very, very good. I was happy with it. I enjoyed the military. Where are you going to auction? Mo and I auction Thursday evenings on my live shows. So yeah, if you a member, and it's not expensive to become a member. You pay 10 Rand, man. 10 Rand. You in any case get 20 Rand off if you order juices once you're a member. And then I give you a free sticker as well. So it's not an issue becoming a member on this channel. Definitely not. It's just, as I said, there's not a lot of merchandise coming this way. So I must still review that pod. Ek is nie lus om te review nie, but I'll probably have to. I'll have to do it for the Miso, the Nivox. Well, although I think that thing is Univapen, I have to come to think of it. So in any case, but guys, that's that. That's all I wanted to do, is just have a quick chat. And yeah, go to that ESEG forum. You'll actually see the topic of the thread. I can tell you, the topic of the thread is, it's in the general main page. It is called Bone Dry Vape Gear. Why do vapors put up with leaking gear? And then you can just go and put your opinion over there. If you're, whatever your opinion is, whether you might also just use top airflow, but I can straight up tell you that the bottom airflows which I use, which I've decided to keep for myself, produces fantastic flavor, does not give me any does not give me any leaking whatsoever. And so I'm extremely happy. But everyone for this own, man. I mean, jy hoef nie so 'n opinie af te dwing op iemand nie. Definitief nie. Net om voor ek gaan afsluit, let's quickly check there. There's some vodka over here as well. Praat die mense alweer van drank. That chroma is darn sexy. I still like the chroma R. I see there's people that start selling their chroma Rs. I think the chroma R is a beautiful little device. But it's an 18650, but no, yeah, that's why I use it as an MTL setup. But I must say, I'm fairly impressed with this guy. But still, because I prefer my Aries V2, this guy will also go up as a giveaway one Thursday evening on the show. And whoever's going to use this, whoever's into squonking specifically, because this guy also comes with a squonking pin. It's an RDA that's actually made for squonking. All I do is I just pull off the drip tip and I just enter a klomp juice in there, and this thing works perfectly. Perfectly for me though. And because it's got side airflow, I also don't find leaking in this. But the guy will be a happy guy. Squonking, great MTL RDA. Great MTL RDA for that purpose. Jason sê, lol, wie hou nie van quickies nie? Hello, like vodka. Nou, ek het my nog gelukkig nie vergryp aan vodka nie. So I'm good. Cheers all, have a lekker one. Cheers everyone, have a good one. It's almost my 3rd month of membership. Yeah, I see that, Charl. That's why you're a stormtrooper there. Alright guys, then I will probably see you Thursday evening. But go and check out that thread on eSig SA and go and let the guy know if you are happy with bottom airflows and if not. Cheers, have a good one. Thanks for joining and having this quick view. Cheers.